Hello! I decided to hunker down and spend most of my weekend finally playing with a lot of my Copics. You can see some here, but there's just like a ton over here. So I ended up creating this card, which is like my labor of love. Let me zoom in a little bit. So incredibly, I'm so proud of this card. Like, I just can't believe I did so many different shades of brown. And I finally played with these adorable little pocket pals by LDRS. I somehow stumbled upon this stamp company and just purchased a ton of stamp sets. This was like about a month ago. I did like a major haul, and I'm finally just now getting around to getting inky with them. I'm like, okay, I'm about to just challenge myself to just Copic color and get some combinations down and just have some fun. And I did, and I'm just so excited. Now, the background, I will say I do need to work on my backgrounds because I pretty much just left it all white, and then, okay, we'll talk about that in a second. Anyways, okay, so what I did was I pulled out my stash, and I might insert the videos. I'm not really sure how I'm going to compile this video with the other videos I was taking at the time, because I was just kind of like in and out throughout the days with doing other things. But I went through my stamp sets and I'm like, okay, I'm just going to make an adorable card with, you know, just a nice scene. And I want to have, pardon me, and I wanted to have a few things going on. So you can see the black. These stamps do stain, but it doesn't affect the image at all. But I ended up using these characters here, and I used some of the Country Corner accessories, some of the bunny pals. They're so cute. I ended up using the Ice Valley stamp set, which surprised me because at first I wasn't going to use this. I was gonna like make a background with ink blending, but then I was like, okay, I'll use this. And because I decided to use this, I had to, well, when you stamp it out, it originally looks like this. This was like a test sheet here. Anyways, so it looks like this, and you can see that I actually added some trees. What I did was I just stamped off the tree line here, and then I fussy cut those trees out and added them to my card because I just wanted more detail in the background here. But I did that as an afterthought to, I'm sorry, I did that, and then I had the thought of ink blending a sky, but there was no way I could do that because then I would have had to cut more trees and then use them as a mask, and I really just didn't feel like doing all of that. I'm like, I just want this card to be over. And I'm fine with, you know, putting some snowflakes here to like fill it in, and then I end up having the sentiment here. So I feel like it's okay, it's fine, but I definitely, if I redo this card or if I do it in a different way, I will figure out my background first and then decorate everything else. And then here you can see I made like mounds of snow, and I used some gray here. It's okay. It's not too hateful. I don't dislike it. I just think it could be a little better. But again, we're our own works critics, so I'm just going to delight in the job that I did do and be very happy about it. So that's what I did to give that background more pop. And then these sentiments are just so darn cute. I used the sentiment here, Happy Holidays, but it was a tough call between Happy Holidays and Hope You Have So Much Fun. The snowflakes came in later after I did the sentiment. If I would have known I was going to use the snowflakes, I would have used the sentiment because it would have just been a great addition to this fun card. Like, everyone is just having a blast. Like, there's music going. They're like, hey, it's the season. The lake is frozen over. Let's have a party and jam out. Yeah, I just love it. So those are some of the stamp sets I used, all by the same company. I know some people, you know, like when card makers use all one company and they're not like mixing and matching 50 million sets. My next card is going to be one of those though, because I have to use what I have. The background, I ended up using my Stampin' Up! Striped folder to do these panels here, which you can easily do on your score pal, but I just, you know, ran that through. And I was originally going to use green, but I decided against the green background just because I didn't have enough space due to my main image. I didn't have room for too many layers, and I really wanted this brown border against this to just make it pop, but kind of like melt together. I used this old Stampin' Up! Linen thread to wrap around and just kind of anchor my sentiment. You know, it was that or some ribbon, and I chose that over ribbon. These are the little extras that I have left that I'm about to use for a different card, which I'm super excited about. I did color this tree and I had all intentions of using this tree here. Oh, it actually just blends right in, sitting it right there, but it also looks like this bunny is serenading this tree. So no, we're not going to put that there. And then I did color one present blue and purple, but I thought it just looked so darn weird with the other presents, and it didn't go with like the color scheme. I decided against it. I'm like, okay, that'll be a present for another time for something else. So yeah, my very first LDRS card. I am so super stoked about it. Very happy. Labor of love, my goodness, but so much fun, and I cannot wait to create another and use these sets in another way. So I will talk to you guys later. I hope you do something crafty that makes your heart happy, and happy stamping and getting ready for Christmas if you're like me and somehow you just gravitate to making Christmas cards. Okay, talk to you guys later. Bye.